Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to bring you guys my top 5 favorite alliances. And big disclaimer here, this isn't what I think the top 5 best alliances are. I didn't analyze the meta and, do all these, 500 IQ plays to see which 5 alliances are the best. I'm simply giving you guys my top 5 favorite list of alliances. So what are the alliances that I like to do the most, or I like to see, or I think the most interesting? That is going to be what this list is. So if you don't care about my opinion, don't watch this video. If you're looking for some in-depth meta analysis, there are other videos for that. But for right now, we're just going to have some fun. I'm just going to tell you guys my top 5 favorite alliances, why I like them, why they're so special to me, and yeah, let's just jump into it. At number 5, we're going to have Warriors, and it seems a little weird because Warriors are almost like the most bland alliance. I mean, their bonus definitely is, all it does is give different amounts of armor. You get plus 10 armor, plus 15 armor, and plus 25 armor, and that's not very special. That's, they're one of the primary alliances. There's so many units in them, but I don't like Warriors because of the alliance bonus. Obviously, the bonus is nice. It works well. They're big, tanky units, but I like Warriors so much is because, one, there are so many amazingly fun, unique characters in Warriors. I think Kunkka in itself is one of my favorite characters. The ghost ship not only is insanely good, but it's fun. It's fun to have this huge, massive boat come and stun a bunch of units. It's awesome. Pudge is a really fun unit. Just have him doing meat hooks. Lycan's wolves are super satisfying to get off. They're just fun to use. Doom is super satisfying. You get the Enigma or the Tide and you somehow doom them before they can do anything. That is satisfying. And the second reason I really love Warriors is because there is so many Warriors. A lot of the times, even, you can obviously do Warriors as a primary alliance. You can go super, into Warriors, but you can also just kind of do side Warriors. There's a lot of different things here. You got Tiny for Primordials, you got Lycan for Beasts and, Human, you got Doom for his Demons. A lot of the times, no matter what strategy you're going to pick up some Warriors, which also allows yourself to kind of just maybe, you go into 3 Warriors just to have that Warrior bonus. And I think because of the fact that there's so many in it, it gives the potential for me to like Warriors even more, and that is why Warriors are number 5 on my list. Now, number 4 on the list is Scaled, and I feel like I might share this opinion with a lot of people, but I think one of the biggest reasons I like Scaled is because of the fact that they have the 2, huge expensive units that are really impactful late game. You got Tidehunter, which is Tidehunter. His Ravage ability is insane. He's such an insane unit, and then obviously you have Medusa, which Medusa can just deal so much damage. Her Stone Gaze, the Split Shot, everything about Medusa is amazing. So the fact that you can just late game pick up 2 of the best units in the game and get at the very least the plus 30% magic resistance is pretty nice. A lot of strategies, you can just be like, okay, I have 2 spots open, I'll just pick up 2 Scaled and get the Scaled bonus with Medusa and Tidehunter alone, and that is amazing, and that's why I end up picking Scaled a lot, because at least in the meta as of recording this video right now, people are just picking up legendaries. The alliances don't really matter as much. People are just picking up expensive units, so Scaled is going to come up a lot. But even when, I'm sure that will change, balance patches are going to happen. Even when that doesn't happen, it's nice to just be able to not have to worry about Scaled at all, and then just late game at least get the 30% magic resistance with the Medusa and Tidehunter. But I also like this because Slardar is a really, early game unit. You can pick them up pretty early, and if you end up getting, say, a level 2 Slardar early, you can also pick up a Slark and get that, easy 30% magic resistance, and then decide, hey, maybe I want to, go further into it. And unlike a lot of other strategies, say, going super into Warriors or going super into Knights or anything, it can be really helpful if you're going, super into them from early on, level 1, level 2, those first couple units. If you can get a potentially 3-star of a tier 1 unit early on for those strategies, that's really important. But with Scaled, you don't really have to do that. You don't have to commit too much to it. It definitely is a side alliance. It's not like a primary alliance or anything like that. But I think that's what I like about it. It's just so casual. It's so convenient to do that. Plus, there's so many cool units. Slark in himself, Slark is insane. Medusa, Tidehunter always insane. Slardar is insane. It's a lot of fun. So that's why Scaled is number 4 on my list. And mages are my number 3 alliance on the list. They They are just so satisfying to use because of the fact that they're mages. They all have flashy little awesome things they get to do because, you know, when you play warriors and you play knights and stuff like that, they're kind of just these tanky units that some of them have cool abilities like Pudge or Lycan or Doom or, you know, people like Kunkka. But a lot of the times they're just these people that just right click and, you know, they have some abilities that end up doing something, but they're not that flashy. But that's where mages come in. Mages are flashy as hell. I mean, you have Lena, which can just delete people with her Laguna Blade, and that is awesome. You have Razor, which his plasma field is just going to deal a crap ton of damage to everybody on the board. You have Keeper of the Light, which you just put him in a little corner, and halfway through the fight, he just wipes out half the enemy units. I mean, they're so insane, and they're so bursty and AoE, and it's really flashy, and that's honestly one of the big reasons I think that. On top of that, it's nice to have some early units that are actually useful. You know, right now, at least with the legendary meta we're in as of recording this video, a lot of early tier units aren't used very late game, but Crystal Maiden is really good. There's a lot of things you can do with Crystal Maiden's Arcane Aura mainly. That's why you use her. But it's just very nice. And then you have a cool legendary ability, or, you know, mage, so that's always awesome. And I think mages are just flashy. That's honestly all they are. Plus, it's nice to be able to just hard counter people if people are just using, you know, warriors. They're getting a bunch of armor and stuff like that. You know, mages counter warriors. So you can just see a lot of people doing mages or warriors, and you can go mages and just dominate them in the most flashy way possible. So that's why mages are number 3 on the list. Now, for number 2 on this list, we're going to cheat for a little bit. We're not going to pick one alliance. We're going to pick the Demon Hunter, because if you're going demons, you're going Demon Hunter, because you can't have more than one demon unless you have the 2 Demon Hunters, you know, because having 2 Demon Hunters just gives all your demon units 50% pure damage, which is the bonus that you are missing out on by having more than one demon. And the reason I like this strategy so much is one, because it's unique. It's obviously the game is making it where they're trying to make things more unique, the alliances anyways. You know, we had dragon units. It used to just be you had the dragons, and it made them instantly have all their mana, and so they got to do their cool things. So Dragon Knight could do his dragon form earlier, but now they're making it unique where dragons have the cool special abilities and everything, and turning into a dragon's only a thing if you get the mage. But demons have always already been something that's been special. It's, you know, you have all these alliances and you get a certain amount of the alliance and you get the bonuses. But demons are just so cool because the fact that just demons in themselves, you can just have one of them in any strategy and they're better than, you know, a normal unit. You know, Queen of Pain is crazy. Terrorblade is insane. Shadow Fiends, you know, especially for warlocks, is insane. Doom is insane. I mean, all of the demons are really awesome and unique in their own way. And not only are they good, but they're just cool. I mean, Terrorblade is one of my favorite units in the entire game because of how cool his ability is, where, you know, once he gets enough mana, he steals health from one of his teammates and becomes this bigger dude, like, that can do ranged. I mean, that is awesome. And because of that, it's so awesome to be able to not only pick up demons, but go in the whole Demon Hunter strategy, where you pick up the Anti-Mage and Terrorblade, and then you can have as many demons as you want. The more the better, especially if you have, you know, that Strange Bedfellows item that gives all of your Demon Hunters extra pure damage for each individual demon. And it's just fun because it's not very strict. It's like, I don't care how many demons you throw in there, just throw in as many as you can. And then, you know, it gives you a lot of leeway. Say you are really doing real good with warriors and you have 6 warriors. Well, you don't have to go as into demons. You could just sprinkle a little them in if you have Demon Hunters, let alone with the fact that you can just sprinkle a single demon in any strategy and it's going to be amazing. So that's why cheating a little bit here, but Demon and Demon Hunters are my number 2 spot on the list. And at number 1 spot on my list, my favorite alliance in the game as of this moment is a little bit weird, but it is Primordials. And this might be a little bit skewed because Arc Warden is just one of my favorite characters in the game. Just his ability of him cloning himself and cloning all the items and all the stupid quirky strategies you've seen, I'm sure, on Reddit or Twitch or, you know, wherever you're seeing Underlords stuff. That's possible because of Arc Warden, and he's a Primordial and Shaman, and Shamans, I know they recently tried to change Shamans to be a little bit differently. I personally am not that big into Shamans. I don't think they're that cool or interesting, but Primordials are really cool. So it's whenever hit, Primordial units have a 30% chance to disarm melee attackers for 4 seconds, and then when you have 4 of them, all allies have a 30% chance to disarm melee attackers for 4 seconds. So it's definitely kind of more of a support alliance. that you have to go a little more heavy into than a lot of other support alliances, but it's worth it. And on top of that, it gives you an excuse to use Arc Warden. But not only that, I really like all of the units in the Primordial. Besides Arc Warden, you know, obviously he's one of my favorite. But just Enigma. Enigma is not only insanely good, but he's just really fun to use. You have Morphling, which it's really fun early on to just watch him just do his wave dash thing everywhere. Tiny is really nice because early on he's one of the best tier 1 units you can get. So if you get, say, a level 2 Tiny really early, you have a potential to maybe do a strong Primordial thing, and that's real nice to go for. And then Razor is obviously really good. And because of that, because of the fact that Primordial is an alliance, more of a support alliance, there's a lot of things you can do. So you got 4 of these, and maybe you go some Warriors as well because Tiny's a Warrior. Maybe you go more into mages because, you know, Razor's a mage. Maybe you go into Assassins. There's a lot of things you can do, but the fact that it's a support alliance makes it a lot more flexible, so you don't have to go, you know, super into it. You don't have to devote as much effort into getting them, and it's just kind of a quirky little fun thing that lets Arc Warden and Enigma and Tiny Morphlin Razor, all of them shine better than they are, and they're some of my favorite units. So a little bit biased because it's not necessarily the alliance, it's more just the units in them, but they make up the alliance, and without them, the alliance would be nothing. So overall, that is my top 5 favorite alliances, but I would love to hear your guys's. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite alliances or, you know, top 5 alliances, and I'm sure if you guys enjoy this video, I might make a top 5 least favorite alliances video down the road, but we will have to see. But overall, if you guys enjoyed this video, you want to see more Underlords content, consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. Really helps me know what you guys like, what you don't like, and if you guys are having a great day, I hope you continue having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope you start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.